Being able to remain neutral in a variety of circumstances is a strong quality that gives Sigma Empaths a clear advantage when managing life's challenges. The distinct combination of independence and empathy that sets Sigma Empaths apart and makes them enduring by nature in spite of many obstacles. These are the 8 factors that give Sigma Empaths the ability to control anyone. Indifference. 8. An impartial viewpoint. Through the development of objectivity, Sigma Empaths are able to see interpersonal relationships through a clear and impartial lens. In contrast to those who are emotionally subjective, Sigma Empaths are impartial and can evaluate people and circumstances without being unduly influenced by prejudices or personal sentiments. Their decision-making processes are also unbiased, enabling them to take all relevant information into account. Their capacity to see things and people objectively sharpens their perception and establishes them as astute observers who can pick up on subtleties in a given circumstance. It makes it possible for Sigma Empaths to participate in positive conversations by providing viewpoints and ideas that are grounded in reason rather than irrationality. Their relationships are stabilized by this impartiality, which also helps them build a reputation for justice and sound judgment, qualities that are beneficial in both personal and professional contexts. Sigma Empaths establish a balance between embracing objectivity and acknowledging emotions when needed. This allows them to negotiate human connections with grace and sagacity while upholding moral principles. 7. Disengagement from the drama. Sigma Empaths show an amazing ability to rise above the turbulence in a society where drama and conflicts can be commonplace. They make the decision to stay out of pointless arguments or turbulent situations. This deliberate distance is a calculated tactic for self-preservation, protecting people from the emotional damage that drama frequently exacts rather than an indication of disinterest. Sigma Empaths create mental and emotional space to concentrate on personal development, career goals, and the development of meaningful relationships by removing themselves from the webs of pointless conflicts and tumultuous internal cycles. This capacity to avoid drama does not indicate a lack of empathy. Rather, it is a sign of a dedication to emotional intelligence and a sophisticated sense of how best to use one's emotional resources. It helps promote mental clarity and emotional well-being in a world that frequently promotes tumultuous relationships and sensationalism by enabling Sigma Empaths to maintain a clear and unclouded perspective. The conscious decision made by the Sigma Empaths to distance themselves from drama serves as a potent monument to their fortitude, discernment, and determination to live a harmonious and meaningful life despite the challenges of everyday life. 6. Extremely solution-focused. The ability of Sigma Empaths to concentrate on solutions is a guiding light for their practical and proactive handling of interpersonal difficulties. This trait, which has its roots in the power of indifference, enables Sigma Empaths to rise above the complexities of emotional distress and focus their energies on workable solutions. The Sigma Empath is unaffected by the emotional din, focusing instead on practical and productive solutions, while others could become bogged down in the intricacies of issues. This purposeful concentration shows a deep awareness that pondering over problems in detail without actively looking for solutions would only lead to inaction. Sigma Empaths position themselves as agents of good change in their social groups by adopting a solution-focused approach. They have a calming effect in the middle of chaos. In addition to speeding up the problem-solving process, the Sigma Empath's dedication to taking on issues head-on and free of needless emotional baggage also demonstrates their ability to successfully negotiate life's complications. By adopting this proactive stance, Sigma Empaths demonstrate the transforming capacity of directing energy toward positive results, and demonstrate how, when used wisely, apathy can be a formidable instrument for promoting peace and progress in both personal and professional contexts. 5. A serene demeanor. Sigma Empaths are able to overcome emotional upheaval without giving into the chaos because of their ability to be apathetic. The Sigma Empath maintains an unruffled appearance, emanating a sense of tranquility that can be profoundly influential, regardless of external demands or the intensity of a situation. This serene demeanor is not an indication of coldness or aloofness, but rather a conscious decision to stay grounded and unaffected by the feelings that are all around them. This trait acts as a stabilizing factor in interpersonal connections, providing people with a solid anchor during uncertain times. It is evidence of the emotional fortitude of the Sigma Empaths and their capacity to provide a safe haven for everyone around them. The calm presence of the Sigma Empaths becomes a beacon of hope amidst the chaos, urging a measured and considered approach to difficulties instead of giving in to reactive emotions. This trait demonstrates the profound influence of calm and collected behavior, and shows how, when used constructively, apathy can be a source of inspiration and power. 4. A passive attitude toward critique. Sigma Empaths demonstrate a knowledge of how emotional responses can intensify disputes and obstruct productive dialogue. Their deliberate decision to keep silent in the face of criticism is therefore a calculated tactic meant to maintain both their emotional balance and the harmony of the exchange as a whole. This skill demonstrates the emotional intelligence and resilience of Sigma Empaths, going beyond simple emotion suppression. Sigma Empaths provide an environment of measured thought and contemplation by delaying their emotional reactions. They are able to evaluate the issue objectively, free from impulsive responses influenced by the emotional currents of the time. Thanks to this deliberate stop, it shows that they are dedicated to handling interpersonal conflicts in a calm, collected manner. Furthermore, developing the skill of non-reactive reactions makes them an effective tool for resolving disputes. Sigma Empaths steer conversations in the direction of something more positive rather than adding to the already rising tensions. Their capacity to remain composed in the face of difficulties or criticism creates an atmosphere that is conducive to candid discussion. As a result, understanding is fostered since Sigma Empaths value reasoned conversation above emotionally driven interactions. 3. Give your own growth priority. Examining the Sigma Empath's steadfast dedication to self-improvement reveals a deep aspect of their personalities that is entwined with the power of apathy. This unique characteristic denotes a calculated decision to travel through life with a constant focus on personal development. Sigma Empaths liberate themselves from outside expectations, social pressures, and other people's opinions by embracing the power of indifference. Sigma Empaths can now begin a deep and ongoing journey of self-improvement, since this emancipation creates a sacred space for reflection and self-discovery. The emphasis on self-improvement is an admission that one's personal development is a continuous process with broad ramifications rather than a self-indulgent endeavor. It is a dedication to developing one's abilities, learning new things, and creating a profound self-awareness that goes beyond the surface levels of identification. By intentionally focusing on this area, Sigma Empaths are able to overcome social conventions and outside validations, which instills a deep sense of authenticity and purpose across their entire body. By placing a high priority on personal growth, Sigma Empaths take control of their lives and navigate them with resilience and a clear sense of purpose. 2. Effectiveness in choosing choices. Sigma Empaths exhibit a remarkable capacity to simplify decision-making processes free of needless emotional complications when navigating the complicated web of options that is life. The ability to be apathetic helps Sigma Empaths to remove the emotional burden that frequently accompanies decision-making, allowing them to make decisions with a clear and concentrated mind. They can evaluate circumstances objectively, precisely weigh the benefits and drawbacks, and make judgments that are consistent with their objectives and values by avoiding the traps of emotional entanglements. This decision-making efficiency does not imply a loss of detail. Rather, it illustrates their capacity to quickly assimilate complex information and make decisions that are both practical and supportive of their larger goals. To put it simply, the effective way that the Sigma Empath makes decisions is evidence of their mental clarity, strategic vision, and practical use of indifference as a tool to help them confidently navigate the many decisions that life presents. 1. Extremely self-reliant in terms of emotions. The emotional independence of the Sigma Empath removes a significant facet of their personality that is deeply ingrained in their interpersonal interactions. For Sigma Empaths, emotional independence is a deliberate and purposeful decision to free themselves from the emotional control of outside forces, achieved by the power of indifference rather than a disassociation from emotions. This special characteristic enables Sigma Empaths to take control of their emotional health instead of depending on outside approval or other people's views. Sigma Empaths are able to traverse the intricacies of human interactions with a strong sense of self because they have deliberately cultivated emotional independence, free from the need for validation or approval from others. Despite interpersonal obstacles, they maintain their resilience by choosing choices that are grounded in their personal values and authenticity. This emotional independence enables Sigma Empaths to cultivate a profound grasp of their feelings, motivations, and desires. It is not a sign of aloofness, but rather of a dedication to self-discovery. Essentially, the emotional independence of Sigma Empaths becomes a strength that helps them to make decisions that are in line with who they truly are, connect with others in meaningful ways, and ride the ups and downs of life's emotional roller coasters with resolute confidence. Finally, the seeming apathy of Sigma Empaths is shown to be a possible asset, providing them with a special perspective on the complex web of human existence. People who are able to handle events with a certain amount of emotional distance may feel more empowered to make unbiased choices, keep their cool, and concentrate on their priorities with greater objectivity. This seeming indifference has the capacity to develop emotional fortitude, encourage flexibility, and enable a calm attitude to relationships and problems. Now, what really distinguishes them, the variety of human experiences and coping strategies, or their emotional autonomy.